E3 is coming. It's E3 2021, and I could not be more excited. The thing about E3 is we've missed last year's. Last year, E3 was canceled, and it did not happen due to COVID, due to the lockdown. We all went lockdown here in the U.S. right before E3 was supposed to happen. So that ruined any chance of E3 happening. A lot of companies pulled out before then they announced that it would be canceled. It looks like it's back. It's back this year. It will be electronic. It will be over the internet largely. It's very exciting. It is happening June 12th to the 15th. That's a Saturday through Tuesday. And we're starting to get some Xbox rumors circulating here about what we're going to see at E3 for Xbox. We're also starting to get some times dropping as well. We're going to review that today. We're going to review some of those rumors and whether or not we think that there's truth to those rumors and what rumors we're most excited for and what we're most excited for. We're going to review all that today, but before we do, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. This is XoneBros. We cover all things Xbox. We're dropping videos every single day. We've got a podcast that drops every Friday, so make sure you hit the notification bell and be informed when we go live. Okay, so let's jump into first things first. It does look like there's news that the E3 2021 conference will take place on June 13th. It looks like it's going to take place on the morning of June 13th, which is a Sunday at 10 a.m. Now, this is a little bit of a departure for Microsoft. Microsoft does traditionally do their showcase on Sundays. However, the last two E3s that I've been to, it has been in the afternoon. I think it's 1 p.m. Pacific time usually that drops. Maybe it was 2 p.m. Pacific time. All I know is the afternoon because I was standing out there in the hot, hot sun in order to get into that. It definitely was in the morning. So making this early in the morning is good, I think. It's interesting. I'm not sure what to expect. I'm not sure if we're going to get some after shows or some more demos or stuff later on in the afternoon since this is happening so early. Regardless, that's the time. This comes at us from Jeff Grubb from VentureBeat, who on his Game Mess show announced, he said, quote, "I believe that's going to be in the morning in America, so Pacific time. It should be in the morning. I can't remember off the top of the head. I think it's 10 a.m. Pacific time, but I could be wrong. So don't quote him on that. That's probably correct. At least we know it's the morning, right? If 10 a.m. is not the exact time, which it sounds correct, that's usually a good time to start stuff in the morning. Then 10 a.m. on June 13th, Sunday, we can expect the Xbox Showcase. Now, this showcase is really exciting, again, because I think we're going to get to see some of these new IPs. Remember, this is the first time that Bethesda is under the Xbox umbrella. Are we going to get to see some Bethesda IPs? Are we going to get to see some stuff from Bethesda that we didn't know was out there? Are we going to get to see some Starfield? Probably we are. It's very exciting. It's I think for Xbox fans, this has got to be one of the most exciting E3s to look forward to that we've had in a long time. And I know I probably say that every year. I'm an Xbox fanboy, let's be honest. But this one's special, and this one, it's going to be interesting. I do think that they're going to double down and say, hey, here's all of these studios that we now have under our umbrella. This is what it means for you gamers. This is what it means for you on the Xbox. This is what it means for you on Game Pass, whether that's on PC or Xbox or whether you play on the xCloud. Here's what our content means for you. You can play where you want, when you want, with all of this amazing content, with all these new studios that we've produced. Or we've purchased, rather. The producing power of the Bethesda studios is real. So we do have this rumor. Xbox has 5 new AAA games to announce at E3. So not just show off, but announce at E3, which is really interesting. As mentioned by well-known insider Clobril, this is over at purexbox.com. On Xbox Era forums, he suggested we may be seeing 5 brand new games from across Xbox game studios. All are said to be AAA in budget, joining previously announced games from last year, such as Fable and Avowed. Now, Fable and Avowed, those alone would be huge. To see Fable gameplay, a lot of people have been waiting for Fable for a long time. A lot of people grew up with the Fable series on the Xbox 360 and have been chomping at the bit to get it on the next generation of consoles, to jump back into that world, the charm, the character that Fable has. So being able to show off Fable gameplay would be huge. If we see Avowed gameplay as well, that's next level. Avowed is the game that they showed off 2 years ago at E3, and it was just a teaser trailer. It's from Obsidian, one of the new studios that Xbox has purchased over the past couple years, and it's like this first-person fantasy is the only way that you could describe it from the trailer. If you remember, they stand back, they shoot the arrows, you follow the arrow goes underground, and there's this guy working on something down there, and then you whip out in first-person view this enchanted sword. and then cuts to credits. And that's Avowed. So if we get to see some Avowed gameplay, a lot of people are really excited to see what Obsidian can bring to the Xbox library. So that's super exciting. Here's what Clubrel has to say. He says, last year at Xbox Games Showcase, Xbox revealed 4 new AAA games coming from their own studios. It was Forza Motorsport, State of Decay 3, Avowed, and of course, Fable. For this year, including the games showcase and Bethesda so far, I do think I already know about 5 completely new AAA titles being announced this summer, some more expected than others. He said plans are still fluctuating, though. At the end of the day, I think it is fair expectation that gameplay trailers and or demos should have a bigger presence, at least for the already announced things coming this and next year. Now, I don't think that takes rocket science. I think that's a really safe assumption. He is an insider. He's been correct about things before. But just the fact that the timing, the sheer amount of time that has passed since last we've seen trailers drop, that alone means that we're going to see a lot more gameplay. But to see gameplay with brand new IPs, with some new AAA titles that are coming, is very exciting. And again, I think this is one of the biggest, most hyped Xbox E3s that we've had in a while, if not just because of the Bethesda purchase. All of those Bethesda titles and games are on Xbox's stage. It's Xbox's show, and they've just got so much content to show off, so much content that's expected to be shown off. Not to mention, we're going to see probably Flight Simulator on the Series X. We're going to see some gameplay of Halo Infinite, probably a deep dive into Halo Infinite, exactly how it works with updated graphics, that next-gen look that was missing last summer when they unveiled some gameplay then. If we're going to see Fable, Avowed, and then I think we're going to get to see some IPs that we've never heard about. Indeed, even Clobril thinks we've got 5 new AAA games that are going to be shown off at Xbox E3 Sunday, July 13th at 10 a.m. That's when it happens. I could not be more excited for it. You guys can tune in here for all of our reactions, all of the news, all the analysis. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. I want to know what you guys are most excited for. Do you think we're going to get a lot of new IPs here? Do you think Clobril is right? Is he wrong? Let me know in the comments below. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.